So, set 14 is finally revealed. We have Blockuger, the Galaxy, Tetra Drive is coming. Chaos Breaker Dragon is coming. Dai-Kaiser finally here, and Ramiel reverse. So we got a couple of cards that were revealed for the set so far. Damn, a G1 triple rare. Let's see. Star-vader Palladium. At the start of your turn, counterblast 1 and put this unit into your soul to lock one of your opponent's rear guards that was unlocked during your opponent's last end phase. So I guess if you're fighting like a reverse deck, I mean, you try to keep the opponent locked. Maybe he'll save you some CB in here and there, but we'll see how that card plays out. Colony Maker. When placed, if your opponent has a lock card, counterblast 1 to call a grade 1 or less Star-vader from your deck. So your opponent has to have a lock card for this effect to go off, which is still a pain in the A because you don't get this effect as early as you think. The only way you get the lock cards off Criff, lock in a back row, so you lock a back row, then play this, and then you get a booster. But that's pretty much it. I guess that's as good as Criff gets. You know what I'm saying? Alright, here's everyone's favorite. Chaos Breaker Dragon got revealed really quick, so here you guys go. Limit Break 4. At the start of your turn, counterblast 1 to retire one of your opponent's rear guards that was unlocked during your opponent's last end phase. And if you did, draw a card. Okay. This is an effect that's not limited to Limit Break. Counterblast 1, discard 2 cards from your hand to lock one of your opponent's rear guards. So you obviously nerf. Big nerf. You're going to have to play Draw Turbo when it comes to Chaos Breaker Dragon in general. You're going to have to legit draw Turbo the crowd. You might even discard some cards. Maybe you hold on to 1 PG every time. But it's going to depend how you set up your plays in the end. I'm pretty sure they were able to get some draw units here and there. But you're going to need a lot of draw power when it comes to Chaos Breaker Dragon. Now, they nerfed it to 2 cards, which is very pricey. And guess what? You don't profit after you discard 2 cards. You lock a front row, that's fine. But we all knew Chaos Breaker was going to keep an effect where you can lock anywhere. But the price is more hefty. And with Drive Checking being nerfed, this card is now at a balanced state in Zero's format. 2 cards is a lot. So you have to make it or break it with Chaos Breaker Dragon. And with the G1, apparently, that's how you combine the G1 unit with it. Keep the unit locked for that turn if it comes down to it. But it depends if at LB4 you're trying to keep it locked for a while. They push you to 4, and that lock comes in handy. There's going to be a lot to work with. But Colony Maker relying on a lock card kind of is iffy to me. Because that's legit. You have to Criff something, or you do this guy's effect, and then you play Colony Maker, get a booster. That is just a lot of cards that you're going to waste, and you're going to need a lot of stuff to support that. Anyways, let's get to my favorite Robo! Whoop! DP! Alright, Dimensional Robo, Bravo! Counterblast 1, put this card into your drop zone, and your Vanguard gets the following ability until the end of the turn. When this unit attack hits a Vanguard, draw a card. More draw power equals yes, please. So this is a great unit because this goes great with Go Cannon. I mean, Go Cannon with this, put this in the soul, so on and so forth. This deck is still going to be kind of draw turbo still, in a sense. You still need the draws because we run out of units quick, especially when it comes to Daiyusha. But we'll see what happens because I think we're going to get something that's going to support the Dai-Kaiser ride, but we'll get there. And there he is, boys. Dai-Kaiser! So how he works now is you road, you CB1, you get a critical plus 10,000 power, and the following 1-turn ability. When your drive check reveals a grade 3, your opponent must activate 2 Sentinels to block this attack. So you're going to be second 2 Sentinels. That's pretty great. If I do say so. That sounds awesome. 2 Sentinels. They have to activate 2 Sentinels. But in the real TCG, most opponents had to do that. They legit had to get 2 Sentinels to even block this type of break, right? So they're just compensating what it was like in the real life TCG, which I respect, but it still relies on a dry check and a grade 3. The commander shall return when Dai-Kaiser drops on January. We will be we'll be re-seeing this dude. We'll be seeing the commander very shortly to make Dai-Kaiser's effect worth a lot. Because Laurel has to give you that drive check. Pitching 2 PGs and then you sack with another G2 on the side piece. That's all you're going to need. So Commander Laurel will return for Dai-Kaiser plays. Reverso Daiyusha. Counterblast 1. Lock 2-dimensional Robo rear guards. Have whatever your opponent's unit get minus 5,000. Lame. It says 10,000. Cody. Aikudo. God damn it. It says 10,000 on the damn picture. No, never mind. It says 5,000. I see it now. I see it. Or is it 10,000? Give me a sec. I think he wrote this wrong. Yeah, it's minus 10,000. Oh, God, Aikudo. You seriously, come on. It legit says 10,000. Okay, so we're going to say minus 10,000 and retire rear guard's power becomes 0 or less. When this unit attacks a Vanguard with a power of 6,000 or less, this unit gets +1 critical until the end of battle. So they gave a little bit of an oomph play. Gets a crit when they're at 6,000. Now how this is going to work, I guess it's going to be situational. For sure it's going to be situational. The situation with Reverse Daiyusha is going to go in many ways. You can possibly make a nice Zeal type deck where you just minus 2,000 on the Vanguard twice, make them a 6k, and then you swing and get a free crit. The minus 10,000 power is always good. I mean, Reverse Daiyusha gets the crits if he targets the Vanguard. Or I like this effect in a couple ways. I'm going to tell you what I like. But what I like is it's possible options. You can retire an intercept, or if the intercept game is weak, you can get a free crit, so on and so forth. So Reverse Daiyusha is going to open up options for your plays. You either target the Vanguard, or you kill intercepts and you just use Go Cannon and give yourself a crit, which you might, depending how big your hand is, but keep in mind your hand will possibly be nice due to Die Brave actually giving you a freaking draw, so thank God for this card. Definitely get the draws in for sure. Draw extra cards. Die Brave is awesome. This is going to be a 4-up for sure, especially when you can possibly sack a lot of them in the soul. I mean, imagine drawing like all 3 of them. You go Daiyusha, and then bada bing, bada boom. That thing, you have a possible 3 draw. You have a draw for every attack pretty much. It's a Counterblast 1. So every time you CB1, you draw a card, and then you make it a situation for yourself. But yes, Dai-Kaiser. Drive check reveals a grade 3. Your opponent must activate 2 PGs. If he cannot activate 2 PGs, he is gonna eat that crit. So that is amazing. And Reverse Daiyusha finally gets a crit by lowering a Vanguard. So that's even more free. And then the other thing being, it's still locking 2-dimensional Robos. Still a situation, but like I said, Die Dragon's a 12k beat stick. That's all you're really going to need is Die Dragon most of those games. Die Dragon plays a big role. Daiyusha's new effect is awesome, and we have Dai-Kaiser as well. Oof. I think I don't know if you can actually combine this with Ultimate. That's, oof. We're going to have to do some theories, boys. I'm going to do some theory crafting. I know you can buy this Daiyusha, because Daiyusha gets you, like, boosters and all that, but, oof. Very situational. Very, very situational. And if you ride Daiyusha, you pretty much Ultimate Daiyusha or Great Daiyusha, you're gonna get a crit regardless. They both give you a crit. Those are both 3 crits. I mean, that's gonna be possibly the bigger play, the 3 crits. And you need Commander. Damn, that's actually true. Weird. That is weird. Because, in a sense, the Break Ride doesn't really benefit Reverse Daiyusha in any sense. You have to lock 2, and you have to kill an intercept. I mean, the difference between those guys is when you actually attack with the Break Ride, they have to use 2 PGs in the sense, but Commander Laurel is going to make the effect a little bit more micromanageable due to the 4 drive checks. So that's going to help you. My other situation with Reverse Daiyusha is I don't think we'll be doing any Commander Laurel. Reverse Daiyusha is going to be a completely different type of direction, in my opinion. He's going to be very different. The only problem is, and what I hate is, it has to be 2-dimensional Robo rear guards. I hate that they name restricted that, because that left open too many. That is a very limited option. I hate that in the sense that, you know, some of the Zeal cards would have been really good with this unit, because Gungrok and the Alien Psychic Gray legit put that unit down to, you know, 7k. I mean, it's still the same crap, but, you know, it is what it is, I guess. Can't really do much about it. But yeah, reverse Daiyusha. I mean, dude and his things are like ridiculous. Alrighty. Let's see here. And that's about it. That's all the cards that were revealed. That was pretty much the discussion. Your Chaos Breaker Dragon got a really, pretty much a nerf in the end. He doesn't profit after discarding. You have to run Draw Turbo to make him worth your wild. You'll possibly have to save cards in your hand to make it worthwhile. He's still decent enough with the LB4. Gets the free retire once the unit unlocks. So that's good. Counterblast will retire one of your opponent's rear guards that was unlocked during your opponent's last end phase if you did draw a card. Now, this doesn't say a once return. It says Counterblast 1, 2 retire. So you can Counterblast 2. So they got rid of the Soul Blast effect, obviously, as you can tell. You're going to be able to kill mostly 2. If you CB2, you kill 2. That's how it is. So there's that. I mean, you can definitely prep that. If you're at 4th damage, pitch like 4 cards, lock it so you're safe for a turn, use your 1 PG, take that 1 damage, and then bada bing, bada boom, draw cards back. I think that's going to be the... I think that's the actual key thing to his effect, actually. That's not a once per turn. At the start of your turn, retire one of your cards that was unlocked during the last end phase. So he's not so limited. So he's going to have a certain trick to him. He's going to be locking front rows. I guess when you get the 4th damage, it's good to do this effect because technically you stall your opponent for a turn. Yeah. Okay. So in reality, they want you to play this guy in a very smart way. If you know what I mean. They want you to do plays that are gonna benefit you in the end by discarding 4 cards if you're at LB4. Let's say a hypothetical LB4. You lock those cards. Don't heal. Obviously, or your opponent won't even attack you. They won't freaking care. They'll wait a turn. They will not care. They could wait a turn. They're like, I don't want you drawing like plussing to like 3 cards after you legit pitched 4. So that's an interesting. So the main thing for Chaos Breaker to fully function at his highest peak is going to be discarding 4 freaking cards, locking 2 front rows that were intercepts, then attacking the Vanguard with whatever you had that was extra. You're going to have to be pretty smart. You're going to have to make the Link Joker player waste his hand in a sense. You have to play really good intercepts. You have to make him waste it, or you won't be able to get away with it. But that's just my take on the new cards, guys. This is awesome. Can't wait. Dai-Kaiser finally here. And we got Galaxy Black Hoog. That's also cool. And we got Tetra Drive, which I can't wait to see what they update. So, guys, see you then for more news and updates. I'm out. Thanks for watching. Be good and stay safe.